And it is Sacha Feinberg-Mngomezulu back here for the second time in a few months. Well, alongside me, Philippa Tuttiet. Philippa, it's quite a test tonight, isn't it, for the men in Scarlet?
Yeah, it certainly is. And there you're just talking about the Stormers fly half. It's going to be an interesting night for the Scarlets fly half as well. Joe Hawkins saw him out at 12. You have to say a lot of the creativity, a lot of the good things against Munster came when he had his hands on the ball. So really exciting to see how he goes now at fly half.
Well, I think that first scrum will be quite telling when we see it. John Dobson there with a smile on the left. He is the Director of Rugby and Head Coach of the Stormers. 9 points out of a possible 10. Nilling Leinster in the opening round underneath the mountain in Cape Town. 35 points to nil. And then beating the Ospreys last week. Ball taken on by Ali Famak, one of two real veterans in this Stormers 23. Feinberg-Mngomezulu, an early bit of catching practice for Blair Murray. Doesn't go to his hand. But it is in the possession of the Scarlets. Marnus van der Merwe will be relishing a chance to go cheek by jowl with one or two of his countrymen and even recent former teammates. Damian Willemse, such a cultured rugby player. It's remarkable, isn't it, that a player like Damian Willemse isn't even guaranteed a starting spot for the Springboks. That's just how much depth they have in South Africa. Here's Stefan Ongara. Back to Feinberg-Mngomezulu. I was talking a little bit earlier to John Dobson, and he said just how much Feinberg-Mngomezulu has improved in the last year or so. Had a bit of a run-in with Rassie Erasmus. I think he had his wrist slapped a little bit by the two-time World Cup winning coach, but he's responded in just the right way, and he's come back and well, comparisons being made with Dan Carter, perhaps a little premature, but also equally perhaps justified, in terms certainly of what he's capable of producing in the years to come.
Oh, absolutely. We've seen some really exciting moments from him, haven't we? He's only 23 years old, so how much growth and development he's still got, but he looks very comfortable on the international scene.
The first line out working effectively for the Stormers. Then Jason Dixon, it is there, wearing 7. He's a huge physical presence in that back row, as is Evan Roos. He's one of those players who will feel he has a point to prove to Rassie Erasmus. Ellis has a long wait for that. It was Siabelo Senatla who got his hands to it. Here's Willemse, just bouncing off Dan Davies. Feinberg-Mngomezulu just fires it into the turf. What has Blair Murray done to his hair? Leading question of the night.
Hey, the great thing about sport, it allows you to express yourself, and he's chosen to do that on the field and off the field via his hair. But
is that what it is? I'm obviously out of touch.
But look, it's a clear tactic from Stormers. How many times we've seen them kick to those edges, those 5-metre channels. They're doing the mixture of the high balls. They're also grubbering in behind. As much as Scarlets have got a very exciting international back three, it is still quite a young international back three. So,
well, the referee saying a knock on, just correcting it, but Siabelo Senatla goes back. Well, be interesting to take a look at that in a couple of moments' time, but the Scarlets find themselves just a metre or so out. There's Stefan Ongara. You can hear one or two voices out there with South African accents saying, please check that. As far as the South Africans are concerned, that was a knock-on, and I guess if we take another look at that, might it be more than just a knock-on? Well, the referee has said it's in the tackle. What do you think?
Yeah, you could just see it coming off the outside arm, couldn't you? I think that is a genuine attempt to tackle. When you tackle it, you are going to go round with that right arm because you've got to wrap.
But give us a rugby player's view. There is a technique, isn't there? Where, I mean, let's be honest, Philippa. When you're in the tackle, come on, be honest with us.
He tackled that very well in the sense that he actually technically was on the wrong side with his shoulder, which gave him that almost extra leverage with his right arm. Look, maybe it was savvy, but he's given the right picture to the referee, let's just say that.
Savvy from the French word savoir, to know, and I would suggest to know exactly what you're doing. Well, there we go. They're getting out early. We saw them last week at Rodney Parade. 3 wise men.
Crouch.
The first squad is named in just a couple of weeks' time.
Stand up. Boys, we are very pre-engaged. Remember what I just asked you 1 hour before. Keep the space, please. Keep the space on your side.
So there we go, new head coach Wales on the left. Steve Tandy there with his 2 assistants. Matt Sherritt on the right, Danny Wilson in the middle.
It'll be interesting to see who they're looking at. They're going to be bringing anyone new through.
Coach.
You said about Tame Plumtree having an absolute stormer against the Munsters. You've also got Aaron Rainwright, he's been going so well for Dragons. Ross Moriarty, he's been showing why he should be back involved.
Oh dear, look at that. If you're a Scarlets fan, that is incredibly concerning. The Scarlets into reverse. And bear in mind, they have an entirely international front road at the Scarlets. The problem is in the boiler house, if you know what I mean, 4 and 5, where the Scarlets have so many injury issues. Jake Ball, who is recovering from concussion, just going through the return to play protocol. Sam Lousy, who was injured in warm-up a fortnight ago before the Munster game. Jack Price, he's unavailable. The youngster Will Evans, he's also missing. That's why Steve Cummins has been shunted along the M4 from the Dragons to make his 2nd debut. So Sacha Feinberg-Mngomezulu, 41 metres straight in front, barely a breath of wind, good playing surface. Oh, and it's back off the post. And Hawkins with a big hoof out. So, an early blemish off the kicking tee from the Golden Child.
And I think a big sigh of relief there from Scarlets, because you just feel like that moment so early on, that scrum being annihilated, if they converted that, that would have been the momentum, that would have really started rolling for Stormers. So a bit of a sigh of relief from Scarlets, but like you say, a bit of an early shock there for the Scarlets in the scrum.
Well, that has been one at the line out by the Scarlets. Hawkins hoofs it away, gets play up to halfway. Return of Joe Hawkins to Welsh rugby, that's a definite plus, isn't it? I guess the question is, where do they play him if they are going to take him into the Welsh squad? 10 or 12?
Yeah, that's the interesting battle, isn't it? There's been a long argument now for what fly half is going to be starting for Wales. We need a fly half to get some consistency. Is it Dan Edwards? Is Sam Costello on the bench? Or could Joe be pushed up to the front? That's up to the Welsh management to decide.
Well, the kick charged down initially, and then hooved directly into touch. All a bit untidy. There's Joe Roberts. He's another of those players who will have designs on the Wales squad. Well, they're all queuing up underneath that. It was actually Jared Taylor who did get his hands to it.
Let's go, Stormers. Try to hurry up. Let's go.
Early for Mark, just confirming the call with JJ Kotzer.
No competition.
The catch that time from Ruben van Heerden.
Five. Get it out.
Look at this from the Stormers.
The maul.
The maul collapsed this time, so there's another penalty coming. Ungara. There's the kick pass. That's meant for Leolin Zas. And Zas can't quite reach for it, so we'll come back to the penalty.
Collapsing.
Early signs, maul and scrum. Dwayne Peel must be hiding behind one of these plastic red seats, I would have thought, every time he sees a scrum or a situation like that.
And what's even more concerning is you can see the dominance that Stormers are exerting there, but then equally they can just flick a switch and put in a cross-field kick, get their backs going. They've got multiple ways of attacking you as soon as you feel, if Scarlets get too absorbed in trying to fight that physical battle, you know Stormers have got the skill set to be able to change that point of direction, just get that ball out wide.
So there is Kotzer once more. That time he finds Ben Jason Dixon. All 6 foot six of him, and look at the legs pumping here. It's in danger of going all the way to the try line, and Evan Roos, has he got there? The referee, I think, is going to pass this on, but Evan Roos thinks he's got his 4th try of the season in just 2 matches and 11 minutes.
So, Timo, please. Stefano, my on-field decision try, I got the clear grounding. I just want to make sure the player don't jump over the rack and make contact with the guys on the guys on the ground. So on-field decision try, just make sure it doesn't jump over the rack for me.
Okay, I'm waiting for you at the screen.
Well, the referee is happy that the ball has been grounded. We're now coming to look at the big screen to check there is no misdemeanor.
Okay, Federico?
Yeah. No, it's not jumping over, just jumping over the tackle. I don't see any issues with this.
Now, give me a second. What is live on television? Wait.
Well, the referee said he was happy with the grounding, Philippa.
Yeah. Okay,
Federico, happy about the decision?
I ready to explain my decision. So the player didn't jump over the rack, he jumped on the side to make the score. Try legal, no issues, try stance. No issues. Try good.
Well, the 4th try of the season for Evan Roos. He's having quite a start to the season.
Yeah, he certainly is. They had a real roll on that, didn't they, with those carries? Lots of forward momentum.
This time straight through from Feinberg-Mngomezulu. Stormers leading by 7 points to 0.
It's a messy one, let's put it like that. It's deemed he goes round the side of the ruck rather than jumping over the ruck, which you can't do. But
Are you happy with that?
I think it's messy, let's just leave it at that.
Ruhan didn't get to it. It was well grabbed by the Scarlets, but then lost. And now they're breaking away. And that is for Siabelo Senatla to get after. Senatla, well, it was well anticipated by Roberts, but Senatla made the tackle.
Clean out by Red. Use it! Let's go. Inside! Inside! Use it!
The Scarlets really need to get a foothold on this contest. Gareth Davies just hooking the ball into touch.
Yeah, you really just feel so far all they've been doing is exiting, isn't it? Trying to relieve that pressure, push that ball back. Scrappy bit of play, wasn't it? Bearing in mind the amount of pressure that Scarlets have been under, I think you would have liked them just to have kept that ball, gone to ground and tried to recycle that.
Ruben finally Heerden again, the target in the lineup. And it goes Ruhan. Now one of the veterans in this Stormers side, now at the age of 34. Another penalty, another chance for Feinberg-Mngomezulu to fire it down towards that far right-hand corner.
2 is fine, 6 diving on his feet.
Well, Ruhan showing some respect here to the Scarlets, calling for the kicking tee.
I say both go for the ball. Okay, that's what I saw.
He does come off his feet, but it's more the contact that's made against him that sort of knocks him off his feet there.
There you can see the shot clock, bottom right-hand corner. Well, his second
22.
kick from distance slips by. Whenever he wears that 10 jersey, inevitable comparisons made with André Pollard, who, well, he won at least one World Cup for South Africa, didn't he? André Pollard with that kicking. Catch there from Leolin on to the try scorer, Evan Roos. Here's Ungara.
Carry inside.
Feinberg-Mngomezulu this time off the outside of the boot.
He's carry inside. He's carry inside. Touch my head.
In the end, it's Blair Merwe who gets it away, but he wasn't looking for touch. Little skip there from Willemse onto Wandisile Simelane. Simelane, one of the try scorers last week in Cape Town against the Ospreys. That was for Mark with the quick hands. Ungara once more. Powering his way forward that time was JD Schikkeling. And there on the scrum half. Well, Senatla comes across the referee.
Always at the side of the ruck.
Has blown his whistle.
6.
And it's now the Scarlets who transgressed. Tame Plumtree, the guilty party.
Please, you're at the side of the ruck. Yeah, but you're never on side, that's the problem. Yes, exactly, that's the answer. Post.
These penalties racking up early. Scarlets have been lucky so far with the 2 missed penalties. I dare say that's not going to happen again. Here we see from the side infringement. He doesn't get back on side, Tame Plumtree. Applaud the work ethic, but you just got to make sure you get those 2 feet behind that offside line.
Well, 1 from 3 at the moment for Sacha. Really is a glorious, mild evening in West Wales. Flags are raised and, well, 33% becomes 50%. And the Stormers are 10 points to 0. And it's all looking rather ominous for the hosts.
So far, Scarlets really haven't fired a shot, have they? It's literally just been defend, defend, defend. They've got to try and find a way to relieve some pressure. Hold on to that ball in Stormers' half.
Ruhan under pressure there from Tom Rogers, who does so well in the air, does Rogers. On there to Dan Davies. Referee playing an advantage here to the Scarlets, although he then says that the advantage is now over. Ellis there presenting it for his scrum half. And now there's a penalty. Hawkins, the kick pass. Well, both players missed it. Jared Taylor showing his concern there for Leolin Sass, 2 South Africans.
Impacts on the ball.
They had that penalty advantage, didn't they? So it was worth a little shot. Here we see the initial restart. That's what gave them the possession.
You got injury over there, time off. Then slow down the hooker, slow down, check.
Well, it's taken 18 minutes,
Replacement.
but the Scarlets
Yes,
have set up a bridgehead here, 10 metres out from the Stormers line.
All right.
Bit of treatment to JJ Kotzer, who's going to have to get himself patched up by the cuts man. On comes André-Hugo Fenta.
Over here. Time back on.
There is Fenta, son of a very famous Springbok, André. Really one of the best Springbok forwards since South Africa's reintegration to international rugby. So Marnus van der Merwe.
That was my red.
Not the best ball. Oh, it's fumbled. And well, the chance passes, the inaccuracy
guys,
there in the line-out.
I got knock on here. Scrum. Okay, in the scrum, it's perfect. So, you were not hooker, but the break foot before was not good enough, so I try to be better.
Frustration there. Gareth Davies knows he should be doing better than that. Worked really hard to win that line out.
Okay, I'll do it. That's the reason why I asked for better break foot. We'll do it. What? Crouch! Bind! Set!
Well, once more, look at it. Inevitably another penalty.
Offside. No Sotaye standing up. Let's go. Hey.
Like you say, there's just so many players missing for Scarlets, aren't they? Their set piece last season was something they could always hang their hat on. It was shaky against Munster, but again, first sort of game of the season, people give them a little bit of leeway, but like you say, with some of those big players missing, they are just missing that weight. Sam Lousy especially, I think he's such a big, powerful player. He really helps with that stability.
The dominance is such at professional level.
One is yours, Scarlets.
I mean, Albert van den Berg, who is the forwards coach himself, a former Springbok for the Scarlets, must be a little embarrassed looking at that. On goes Marnus van der Merwe, onto Gareth Davies. There's Hawkins. Joe Roberts just evading the first attempt at the tackle, coming from Simelane. Here's Hepburn, unable to get over the gain line. Davies once more. Look at that suffocating Stormers defence. André-Hugo Fenta making the tackle on who is effectively his opposite number. Well, it's been scrambled about like a hot potato, but in the end we have the deliberate knock-on from the Stormers captain.
But it's not a clear attempt to make the catch. No, I believe there is a lot of Stormers players on this side.
Fair call, that one, isn't it?
Absolutely fair call. He's got his eyes on the ball, he was going for that, and there was no real chance he was going to be able to get it. So it's nothing more, because as you might have heard the referee say, there were plenty of players on the outside, so it wasn't a clear strike opportunity for Scarlets. They would have been covered if they had that ball away. But
Stormers, you are on the line.
Henry Thomas there. A man with as many caps now for Wales as England. A double international. Van der Merwe. Finds Plumtree at the front of the line now. Here's Rogers stepping inside. There goes Van der Merwe again. The carry forward that time from Tristan Davies. Van der Merwe, Hawkins. There goes Tristan Davies once more. Well, that's a fantastic turnover. Paul de Villiers, there he is. One of the youngsters in this Stormers squad.
Holding on.
Bear in mind, if you are unfamiliar with South African rugby, 6 and 7 unique to South Africa. 6 a traditional open side, 7 the blind side. So Paul de Villiers doing the scavenging role. There he is.
Scarlets managed to generate a little bit of momentum from their 1-2 phase, but they were having to put so many bodies in there. And you can just see player number 6 there. There's ball focus and player focus. You went player and you went round the side, but I think you should have gone ball focused and blasted through that ruck. I think you would have been far more effective.
That 6 jersey for the Stormers has been worn by some outstanding Springboks in the past, the likes of Skulkberger Jr. and Corne Kreka. Another advantage, Ruhan now. There goes Feinberg-Mngomezulu. Well, it was rather flash. Not sure it was that effective, though. Well, another one out of his box of tricks.
That's what you see players doing in training. You never see him do it in games. Fair play, he's got the guts to try it.
Okay. Near the post. They go corner.
Here we go, here's the reverse pass now.
Yeah, that was a bit more Tommy Cooper than Paul Daniels. Though I must say, that Tommy Cooper was a very fine magician. It was just the way he told him and did him.
I got down by green.
Go, you one.
There goes Venter, 5 metres out. Yet another penalty going to the Stormers. They are threatening to run riot here.
Two hands past the rock. Number 2 hands past the rock. Captain, please, Johnny. Yeah.
Well, the dam wall is leaking.
Now. Before they come up to 22, they give a collapsing over there. Collapsing here, number 4. Here, the number 2. Hands past the ball first, because on the ground. Make sure you are on the warning now, so as one could be in trouble. Ever was with your team now.
So there you go, dam wall leaking and in danger of losing at least 1 brick.
Number 2 hands past the ball first. They're going hands past.
Yeah, the pressure's really starting to show on the Scarlets, isn't it? Just the pace that the Stormers are able to play with. The Scarlets are just struggling to keep up physically and with the tempo.
Well, it makes you wonder here just what the Scarlets can do about this. They need their best scrum of the season so far. It's quite clear here what the Stormers are going to try and do.
Crouch! Bind!
I suspect this ball is going nowhere.
Stand up. Hey, hang on. No. Boys.
Henry Thomas getting a little bit spiky.
All 3. Come on, comes. Harry, listen. Don't try to buy free kick here. Okay? Yeah. Balance. Resets. No. They were fine. You're going closer.
There's no wool being pulled over the eyes of Mr. Verabelli. Henry Thomas locking down there with Ali for mark. Ali for mark in his 40th year.
Bind! Set! Time off. All right. Try to take a pressure. Control your weights before. Time back on.
Well, these two sides beaten quarter-finalists in last season's URC. But frankly, on the evidence of the opening 26 minutes, they are poles apart. Now Gareth Davies pulling the shirt. Evan Roos. And Roos trying to power his way over. Well, I'm not sure the referee could see anything there.
Leave it.
Even with his nose in the turf. Well, somehow, one way or another, the Scarlets have got themselves out of a tight spot.
I can't tell if the Scarlets fans are cheering or it's just a huge sigh of relief, but they're making some noise. Somehow, Stormers haven't scored there. That's very impressive defence from Scarlets.
You've mentioned Andre Pollard already once tonight. I guess you'd say that Joe Hawkins is cut from the same cloth physically. There goes Simelane. Ungara, Nell, Feinberg-Mngomezulu, they can't get a hand on him, and Feinberg-Mngomezulu trying to bust his way through Blair Murray that time. The step there from Simelane, carried on by Fenta. Ungara, here's Ruhan Nell. Well, the defence is scrambling, and then we have the forward pass. Well, I guess if you're John Dobson, who sat, what, about 10 feet away from us here,
floor and then touch.
He's going to be getting a little bit frustrated here because the Stormers are all over the Scarlets.
Yes.
But they're making one or two basic errors, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. The amount of possession, the territory, the pressure that they're putting on Scarlets.
So you're saying croc roll, your number
It's
3?
almost like they're playing too quick for their own good.
Captain asking for a croc roll number 2 in the clean out, Stefano.
Oh dear. I hear the words crock and roll in my ear.
And you know what, I did see that, and you'll see the Stormer player release very quickly because I think he realises what he's done.
You understand my question, Stefano?
Well, Federico Verdevelli has consulted Stefano Penna. Right, talk us through this one.
Oh, this is a beautiful bit of running here from the fly half. He's so quick.
Substitution for you, a lot of it. Timo, check.
He's one.
Well, we are going to see
Okay, Stefano, tell me.
the alleged croc roll now.
Yes or no? I'm on the screen when you want.
So just a reminder of the croc roll. It's when a tackler comes in and removes the player by rolling them to the side, putting undue pressure on the knee.
Clips are arriving.
Yeah. Good enough for us. We're looking for a problem, dangerous clean out. Yeah.
The tension is building.
Yeah, it certainly is. So yeah, with clean-outs now, World Rugby are very much encouraging sort of north to south, go through the player, push them back. You'll quite often see the croc roll used if actually they've lost.
We have a problem with the director.
Okay, take your time.
If they've lost the battle to the breakdown. Here we go.
Yes, that's a croc roll because it's twist on the other side. You have the camera from the back.
Right, they're going to take a view from a different angle. Now you can see it's Ben Jason Dixon.
With the lower limbs. It's number 7 in my view.
You could see how he clearly pulled out of it. Now, is that mitigation?
Give me a second.
I'm happy with what I see, Stefano.
Are you seeing? Have you got the footage on the screen?
Yes, I got the footage on the screen. I'm ready to display my decision. So back home in the camera, we got a dangerous clean out by number 7 Stormers. Immediate yellow card to show Goro for a free review. Happy there, facts?
Happy.
Okay, we got a croc roll by number 7. Let's go for a free review. Yellow card to show.
Well, there you see the crossed arms, which means that Ben Jason Dixon goes off for 10 minutes. Now, within the next 8 minutes, the TMO, Mr. Pennett, will decide whether that is worthy of being upgraded to a red. Now, that would be a 20-minute red card, but certainly adds a twist to the tail.
Yeah, it certainly does, and that was an example of when a player has lost that race to get to the battle. So the Scarlets player over the ball in a good, strong position. Stormers player couldn't get underneath, so tried to turn him off the ball instead, but we were trying to get rid of that properly.
Here's Rogers up against Willemse.
Rock is forward, just pushing, just pushing.
Hawkins. Alec Hepburn takes play just inside the Stormers' half.
Not release and going off feet straight away. Yes, you know. No, you have to get up on your side and make clear release.
Well, it certainly is a crucial 10-minute period, isn't it, Philip? Because if the Scarlets are to get anything out of tonight, you would have thought they have to get some points on the board in this period when they have the one-man advantage.
Oh, absolutely. These next 10 minutes are huge for the Scarlets. You know, if we were to look at all the stats in regards to the possession, the territory, the meters made, the players beaten, you know Stormers would be absolutely the top of all of them. So the fact that Scarlets are only 10 points down is actually really impressive, but you feel like it's only going to stay like this for so long. They've got to get some points on the board.
Steve Cummins may soon be an active Scarlets player again.
Both heads. Made, so
down getting some treatment is Tristan Davies, and things don't look good for him, and you can see just what Dwayne Peel thinks of that. Steve Cummins, who made 46 appearances in the Scarlets jersey, he played in the final of this competition 7 years ago, and a Champions Cup semi-final in Dublin. Then he moved on to Pau in the southwest of France and joined the Dragons last season, but here he is.
I believe the space is not good enough for away. So
having been called in on a short-term contract by the Scarlets to fill that gaping hole that they have
I will look at next scrum.
At lock, and it would appear they have another casualty.
Can he stay? Yes. Yes, Stefano. Yes. Yes, I'm ready.
Yellow card because not high degree of danger.
Okay, captain, please. Captain.
So
the
Tristan
yellow card
Davies
remains yellow card, is no high degree of danger.
So there is the judgment that is passed on Ben Jason Dixon. So he will be back in what, 8 minutes and 46 seconds time. And there he is, appearance number 47 for the Scarlets.
One. Gap, Stormers.
Davis. Johnny Williams takes it hard and straight. The tackle from Feinberg-Mngomezulu. Bit of a fumble at the base. There goes Marnus van der Merwe, powering his way forward. Davis, here's Hepburn. This is looking a little more encouraging for the Scarlets. Davis once more. Well, you can hear the crowd at Parker Scarlets. I think they were perhaps looking at the speed of the defensive line from the Stormers. But it is the Stormers who get the penalty.
Yeah, not a favoured call here by the Scarlets. Crowd, no surprise there, but credit to Stormers defensively there. They gave Gareth Davies a real hustle. He wasn't getting any clean ball to try and play with. Just making an absolute nuisance at that breakdown.
So as you can see, JJ Kotzer is back, having been patched up. Patch there from Ruben van Heerden. There's yet another penalty advantage. The penalty count really mounting for the Scarlets.
Second there, number 3.
The temperature rising.
Number 3 from the side.
Yeah, Scarlets are certainly trying to prove a point, aren't they? Getting into them defensively. That was a really good read from the backline play. Came in very narrowly, but if you come in narrowly, you've got to back it up with pace and power in that hit, which they did. It's just unfortunate that Stormers already had that penalty advantage, so they retain the ball.
Yes, we come early from the side, in the second layer. Yeah. Definitely on the side. Definitely on the side.
Hit there from Joe Roberts.
Yeah, Siabelo Senatla being lifted into the night sky.
It's a tackle!
Stefan Ongara. Forward goes Ruben van Heerden. Here's Ongara. This is going to the skies. One for Siabelo Senatla to chase. Ellis missed it. And in the end, it's Tame Plumtree who fires it into touch. Who gets hit a little bit late by Evan Roos.
Stefano, action number 8.
It's bubbling on and off the pitch.
Neil, take a step. The action number 8 on red or Scarlets and number 8 Stormers. I suggest you to take some space when I speak my R. Take some space when I speak my R. Yes. I believe it's pushing the face. Eh? He's blind. No, Johnny, do my job. So, everything started here on the ground, you didn't see it, but for me, one chop off is the action of the number 8 of Scarlets. There's definitely pushing the face. The open arm, but because we are under warning, I'm moving the 8 of Scarlets on the yellow card because of it.
Ooh, I say.
Captain number 8, please.
Well, it's the response, the retaliation, if you like, from Tame Plumtree.
So, I was happy in the way it starts, but the worst things after, you definitely push the hands in the face. Remember, you're under warning. I just give a warning before, so you're going to bin. Okay, Johnny. I agree there is first a late tackle, but the retaliation is not acceptable anymore. So that's the reason why we moved the yellow card.
It was that final action, wasn't it, what done it?
And it's so tough, because you feel for Tame Plumtree. Being hit from the back like that, I tell you, it hurts. You can brace when you know it's coming forward, but when you get caught off the back like that, that is really going to hurt. So he's just seen red mist there, turned around and grabbed the player. But yeah, letter of the law, you can't retaliate. You've got to let the referee deal with it.
So a big chance here for the Stormers. And look at this, driving its way.
Play advantage.
The arm is out again. Here's Stefan Ongara. There's Ruhan, the captain. It's 14 against 14, remember.
It's trapped. Still play advantage, Stormers.
Ongara has it. Picked up there by Paul de Villiers.
You tackle the 6. You clearly tackle over the ball. Create your cap in there.
Well, Federico Verdavelli is having a busy night. He's earning his match fee.
I was just thinking exactly the same thing.
That's the reason why I stopped the play.
If ever there was a game to have eyes in the back of your head,
sure you're not
it is this one.
Before the throw.
So take 2. JJ Kotzer, it's gone straight over the top. It's picked up by Dan Davies. There's Gareth Davies. Here's Marnus van der Merwe.
Use it!
And Gareth Davies gets it into touch.
As you mentioned, we're not too far from the Stormers coaching box, and I can tell you now they were not happy with that. Not much pressure on that line out. They should have taken that, but once again, relief for Scarlets and a really good exit.
Well, the Stormers will probably analyse this and think that they should have more than 20 points.
Absolutely, they really should. Like I say, all the stats are very much in their favour, including just the general feel. You feel like Stormers are in control. They're the one with the momentum, but somehow Scarlets just niggling possession here and there and getting those exits away.
Well, now the crowd have seen this. Well, a few boos and jeers. They're hanging on to absolutely everything here at Parker Scarlets. Saudi Sandy not guilty, I'd suggest. Marnus van der Merwe's just
Time is on.
twinged his neck a bit.
Up a little bit. He's rapid.
Well, Stefan Unger missed that one altogether. And it was the hoop from Max Douglas. Here's Feinberg-Mngomezulu. On to Ongara. Time perhaps to go wide. There's Damian Willemse. Ongara. It's going up very high. Ellis went up perhaps a little bit too soon on that one. Jared Taylor secures it for the Scarlets on their own 22.
It's off his feet, not rewarded.
JJ Kotzer making a nuisance of himself. There goes Marnus van der Merwe. What a player he was last season for the Scarlets. They'll be hoping for more of the same this time. Well, this time it's obstruction. And the referee
on the chaser
earns a bit of ironic applause. I think it's fair to say that Evan Roos has become something of a pantomime villain.
Yeah, it certainly has. And look, it's very clear. He stops there. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's obstructing the Scarlets player from getting up on a genuine challenge.
Yes, you need to provide, you need to support, get wide. Let's go. We play.
Inside the last 4 minutes of the first half for Parker Scarlets. The Stormers have the lead. Both sides down to 14 for 10 minutes.
No competition.
The Stormers will have their man back there before half-time. There goes Johnny Williams, determined as ever. Davies. Roberts. Oh, that's too easy for Damian Willemse, and there's nobody back here. And Willemse senses that this is a foot race. And he's up against Max Douglas, but just getting back there, that was splendid work from Ellis.
Go 10, go 10. Holding on. Leave it the ball.
Well, you have to say it was the inaccurate kick, which was just a gift there to Damian Willemse, and that's just what the Stormers can do to you.
And it was a kick with a gamble because all the players were flat on him, but he didn't get the connection right on that grubber, so it bounced too high. But because all the players were flat and chasing hard, there was then no one in the backfield, which was well spotted by the Stormers.
No.
Feinberg-Mngomezulu even does that with a bit of style, doesn't he?
Hard work in front, hard work in front. Scarlets, steps.
Stormers have never lost to the Scarlets Chance here, perhaps. Oh dear. Well, it's another penalty. They've got to be careful here of the Scarlets. They might find themselves on a second warning.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry?
14 penalties.
Wow, that is a lot in the first half of rugby.
So you can retake the kick. So,
I mean, normally they say over 14.
We did that with perfect synchronicity, didn't we?
We were both gobsmacked.
14.
That is a lot. At the end of the game, if you come away 14 penalties, you've probably not won that game.
Well, he didn't get down to ground there. And the Stormers are in there once more. They're 2 metres out. The referee's got his whistle to his mouth, but he's taking it away now. The Stormers still have it. There's JD Schickling standing over it. Got alongside him, Ruben van Heerden. There's Paul de Villiers waiting for it. Oh, it's a knock-on. Well, let's listen in.
Same situation before, too many infringers in the areas. There's one going off again.
Penalty number 15. Penalty number 16 may deliver a second yellow.
Will you take the line out again? Okay. Yes, exactly. No. You are falling over on their space. Line out. Will you take the line out again? Early.
And to add to the Scarlets' problems, Ben Jason Dixon is back with us. All 6'6" and 110 kilos of the back row forward. Kotza.
Archer's good.
Finds his man that time, and look at this, it's only going one way, and it's Paul de Villiers who crashes his way over, and the Stormers do have their second score.
I'm happy with the Archers. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, a feeling of inevitability about it, didn't it? Really good takeout from the line, just get that twist to the rear. A really well-timed peel away. Really explosive player, isn't he? Shoots out of the blocks there. There's no stopping him.
Thank you, Stefano.
Feinberg-Mngomezulu fires it through the uprights. The whistle goes for half-time. Well, they've left points out there of the Stormers, there's no doubt about that. Edmund Roos getting the first.
Defence, everything was up against them. They've got a mammoth task now. They've just got to try and get some points on the board, otherwise you do feel if the momentum goes Stormers' way, they could really run away with this.
Use it!
So there is Stefan Ongara.
Leave it!
Alec Hepburn there making the tackle.
Archer, Scarlets!
Well, as we look through the smoke, I can assure you, I've heard in my ear, there are no changes to either side, but oh dear. Blair Murray hobbling away. Let's hope he's okay, otherwise there may be one early on in this second half, I should say. Gareth Davies, you can see the Scarlets still down to 14.
Leave it. Let's go.
There's Willemse with the catch. Stormers still have it back from Ongara. There's Sacha Feinberg-Mngomezulu looking for the 50-22, and he's narrowly missed it.
That was one of those kicks, wasn't it? It's either going to be bang on the money or just off to the edge. We see, look, yeah, a couple of inches in it.
Yeah, he's just missed the fairway that time, I'm afraid. Here comes Tame Plumtree, so we're back to 15 against 15. Stormers won their first match, 35-0 against Leinster. That doesn't happen terribly often to the champions. And then beat it the Ospreys last weekend in Cape Town. There goes the captain, powerful carry from Johnny Williams. It's there for Gareth Davies now. They've got some momentum, can they make something of it? Roberts. Blair Murray's in one piece. Dan Davis goes forward, the tackle there from JJ Kotza. Sacha Feinberg-Mngomezulu's down, he's hurt himself. There goes Gareth Davis, bit of harrying from Ali for mark. Feinberg-Mngomezulu's up and running once more. Oh, that was tremendous stuff from the Stormers to secure possession.
Leave it.
Evan Roos it was who did that. On terrific hands, bit of space there for Ruhan now, who just fires it downfield. Back goes Blair Murray.
The line drop out.
Well, there is a Stormers player down getting some treatment.
Substitution.
Back at his own half. There is going to be an alteration. And oncoming wearing 18 is Archer Holtz. So it's Holtz for Thomas. And they've got a couple more changes as well, with Dane Blacker coming on to replace Gareth Davis. Max Page is also coming on. Tom Rogers has been replaced, so that's the vacancy which allows space for Max Page.
Happy with the subs? Okay. Time back on.
Interesting time to make alterations, just 3 minutes into a half. Well, there's nobody underneath that. The Stormers looking at one another, but they get away with it. Siabelo, Senatla and Jared Taylor winning the penalty for the Scarlets. Up against South African opposition. Always just offers that additional incentive if a player like Jared Taylor needs it. Young man from the Eastern Cape.
The Scarlets certainly needed that, didn't they? Badly needed, bit of possession in territory. Great angle, look straight over, round on the ball and hold steady. Rides that first clear out. Brilliant work.
There's Tom Rogers watching from the sideline. There's Hawkins onto Johnny Williams. This is better from the Scarlets. Didn't see any of this in the first half. Tame Plumtree.
Who's back?
There's Max Douglas. Here's Dane Blacker back in a Scarlets jersey again after a couple of seasons down the road at the Dragons. Roberts flips it over the top, but there's nobody on the end of it.
It goes backwards.
Oh, Max Page.
Tackle, Stormers!
Very low centre of gravity. Holtz gets his mitts on it. Back from Blacker once more.
Touch by Green.
Hawkins takes to the skies.
Knock on to touch.
Well, it was Damian Willemse who knocked that on and into touch, so they get the choice to Scarlets. They ain't going to be calling for a scrum, are they?
No, I don't think that would be their favoured choice right now. Like you're saying, much better from the Scarlets. The most amount of attacking phases I think we've seen them string together in the whole game. So whatever was said at half-time from Dwayne Peel is certainly having an impact.
So much at stake at the moment for the Welsh Regions.
Yeah, that's yours. Time back on.
So Ali for mark is back in one piece. Here's Marnus van der Merwe. Untidy ball, but they do have it. Awkward one there for Hawkins, who did rather well to gather that. Forced back by Evan Roos. Here's Dane Blacker.
Careful. Use it.
The carry forward from the new man. I say the new man, he's a new old man, is Steve Cummins. 47th appearance today for the Scarlets. 6 or 7 years after he made his 46th.
Let's go.
Siabelo Senatla, once a real star of the Sevens circuit for the Blitzbokker, the South African Sevens team. Evan Russ with another carry, being met by Jared Taylor.
No left.
There's Ungara. Playing Plumtree. Mistimed his jump there. Ellis Mead is who grabs it. Stands well over 6 feet tall as Ellis Mead. Made his debut for Wales after just 10 fully professional games, did Ellis Mead. Joe Roberts running out of real estate. Blair Murray was well aware of that. Look at this, good continuity from the Scarlets now. Can they start moving in the right direction? Oh, Johnny Williams thumped hard.
Backwards.
Uncompromising stuff. Ruhan now in there with the tackle.
Use it.
Here's Dane Blacker. Well, they're keeping possession, the Scarlets, but they're creeping back towards their try line at the moment.
Careful. Let's go.
Victories in the URC are collector's items out of South Africa for the Stormers. Their win here back in March, their only one in the last 12 months.
I believe it's on the side. It's fully on the side. Now, pulling on inside. So, why Gareth was on for the first half? You just come asking for stuff. Why are you still asking for
He's
stuff?
like a little bit of dynamite, isn't he, Max Page?
You're your captain.
Yeah, he certainly is.
Let's go, guys.
A
Scrum.
lot of competition in the back three for Scarlets. It's just finding the right combination that's working for them.
Come Ellie!
Shoulder.
Well, the Stormers do have a 6-2 split tonight. And they've got their own bomb squad waiting to come on.
Set. Reset. Reset. Come on this side.
Some big lads are waiting to come on. They include Zach Porthen, just 21, who captained the South Africa under-21s last year and was part of their under-20 squad at the World Championships 2 years ago. Quite a talent. Huge young man waiting to come on and replace Sazi Sandi.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Change of direction there from Ungara. Willemse just threads it through. Well anticipated though by Blair Murray. Here's Sacha. Looking for some space. The space covered by Ellis Mead. There's Blacker. That's Archer Holtz. Half an hour remaining at Parker Scarlets.
Use it.
Scarlets still on no score. Hawkins, cross kick. Here's Roberts, put his foot in touch.
I'm not sure that was the best option. Maybe a kick cross field, but put it in behind Stormers.
1, 2, and 3 Stormers, substitution.
You were just inviting the Stormers defence there to put loads of pressure on Joe Roberts.
So, off go 3 big Oaks, and they're replaced by 3 more. Oaks, that's O-K-E-S, not O-A-K-S, although they are the 3 big bits of timber. Fenton with the throw. Feinberg-Mngomezulu just trying to knock that off the outside of the right foot.
Back was by Green, play on!
It's there for the Scarlets, and particularly for Dane Blacker.
50-22 is on.
He sends Feinberg-Mngomezulu scrambling back. He heard that the possibility of the 50-22 was on, but the ball set up nicely for him. Well, I think Feinberg-Mngomezulu thought that he was caught a little bit late there. Tame Plumtree, he was putting himself about. He's got to be careful. He's already been in the bin once.
Yeah, he really does. It just pulls on his arm.
Captain in 10.
It's all a little petulant.
It is, but when you consider what the referee did in regards to the player retaliating earlier, you have to say the Stormers player retaliated there.
You can't send Sacha into the sin bin. He's the golden child.
I'll be very clear. You're involved in another situation in the first 6 minutes. You calm down. I don't change that. Well, guys, I'm speaking, so okay, it's fine. I don't want to change the outcome. So you and I will have a line out. Guys, we have too much scuffle problem in the first 60 meters. I suggest you calm down your players, because then once it'll be escalated for sure. And they're one, yeah? Let's go.
Well, it's all off the school playground, and I'm talking about elementary school, not the sixth form college.
Okay, Stephen, I'll put on the screen for me.
Well, hang on, we're going to take another look at this.
Check the action on 10 Stormers, please.
Oh, so we are... you might have a point here, Philippa.
I'm on the screen when you want.
Call the director for footage.
Well, it's the point that Johnny Williams was making, the Scarlets captain.
Look at the entire situation. There's nothing here.
I go penalty.
And that's the retaliation I think the Scarlets fans are not happy with.
Because until we stay like this, I'm happy, but then number 10 pull it on the jersey, pull it on the ground, so there is a why I moved to the penalty kick over there. Penalty, no, it's a penalty kick over to John.
Well, Sacha Feinberg-Mngomezulu goes poor man's WWF. And it's a penalty. Well, after all of that, the Scarlets need to calm down here and take full advantage.
And you can hear the crowd, can't you? They're chanting Scarlets. They know this is their best opportunity to score.
They are on the line.
First job, that of Marnus van der Merwe. He hits his man.
At the front. Tackle! Release! No!
It's there for Dane Blacker. Here goes Hepburn. The pick up there from Blacker. There goes Dan Davies. Tame Plumtree that
Number
time.
10 is going to the bin.
Well, there's going to be
The advantage.
the sin bin here for Sacha Feinberg-Mngomezulu. Penalty advantage. Marnus van der Merwe puts it down. The yellow card is coming out. And Feinberg-Mngomezulu, the golden child, goes to the sin bin for 10 minutes.
Now that is how you get on the wrong side of the referee very quickly. We talk about this young, exciting player learning a lesson here.
What we do?
John Dobson
Corner.
unmoved.
Stormers on the 5 meters.
Well, that's just plain silly, isn't
That's
it?
just so stupid, yeah. Not only from the side, but you cannot put your hands in the ruck like that.
If it is reach, is fine. Let's go.
Once again, Max Douglas in the
It's down by
lineup.
red! It's down by red! It's a mole! It's legal!
The Scarlets have field position. They
You
have
have the
one
ball.
more man on the
Yes, ball's
pitch.
there.
There it is for Blacker. On there to Johnny Williams. Oh, I say. Max Page will try to recover the situation.
Careful, careful!
Van der
Let's go,
Merwe.
15.
Blacker. Hawkins. Powerful carry from Cummins. On to Williams.
No!
It's the best period of the match for the Scarlets.
Stay behind!
Surely they have to score from this. Hawkins. That was Douglas.
No, no more.
Oh, and it's spelt by Max Page. Evan Roos onto Senatla.
I got advantage over!
Simelane fires it into the pitch.
Carry inside!
Here he is, Blair Murray. Oh, and that's a scything tackle. One of the try scorers there, the Villiers. And the Stormers get the penalty. Well, after a quiet period, that yellow card for Sacha Feinberg-Mngomezulu has stung the Stormers into action.
Corner.
That was a brilliant chase up on Blair Murray. Really good hustle. The tackle was actually made by a forward.
Well, perhaps rather than taking the 3, the Stormers have gone for the corner.
Yeah, the tackle, the follow-up, the hustle on that ruck area. It's a really good work rate from Stormers.
Gap is good, let's go.
Catch from Dixon. Once more, the power of that driving maul.
Ball is here. Is that right?
It's there for Stefan Ongara. Nell, the captain. They're 5 metres out here at the Stormers. They're a man down, but they're threatening. It was taken on by Fencer for another metre. And that was Van Heerden, and they've got the try. And the Stormers have done it with 14 men. And it is Ruben Van Heerden who's done it. And as if a try wasn't enough, a little wave to the crowd who maybe don't necessarily appreciate all that the Stormers do.
You can see how well there the Stormers have shortened their line. You've got forwards up against backs. The back lines had to come in and across to try and help out the forward pack to deal with those pick and goes. And you're just going to have a physical mismatch there.
At the corner, 25 now.
Well, this dominant Stormers pack, responsible for all 3 tries so far. And the Stormers are up to 24. Sam O'Connor comes on to replace Alec Hepburn.
1.
Well, that must feel like a real punch in the stomach for the Scarlets. And they make a couple of changes there, both the try scorers. In fact, 2 of the 3 try scorers have gone off, Ruben van Heerden and Paul de Villiers.
Tackle! Move! 8! Walk.
Also off is Evan Roos. Good chase there from Leolin's ass.
Not on the ball.
And with 3 tries here, the Stormers sensing there's a chance to go to the top of the table tonight. If they can wrap up that 5th point. There goes Douglas taking play just over halfway. Black are not really getting enough depth on that.
Advantage.
Knock-on advantage here to the Scarlets. Johnny Williams onto Roberts, trying to get round Simelane. That was me cutting in field. Loose pass. Hawkins with a kick. He's found a bit of space and Tame Plumtree going after it.
You throw away the ball, definitely penalty.
Well, Wandisile Simelane sanctioned for throwing the ball away.
Yes.
Well, that's a very easy way for Scarlets to march their way up the field. Brilliant kick. He went under so much pressure there, Hawkins. But yeah, it's just that throw away. When the ball goes upfield like that, you've just got to let it go.
Time is off.
It's now Archer Holtz who's down getting a bit of treatment.
Make sure there's reach. Numbers,
A
Scarlets.
little less than 3 minutes to go on that Stormers sin bin.
Feinberg-Mngomezulu.
So can the Scarlets get themselves onto the scoreboard? Like the Stormers beaten quarter-finalists last season.
That's once.
A real golfing class this evening, though.
Use it.
Well, Marcel Tiernison doing the job there.
Play ball.
You can just see a lot of Scarlets players walking away hands on head. I think that frustration is starting to turn into a bit of exhaustion.
9. 9 substitution.
They just can't break through that last line of defence from Stormers.
And it's another lockdown getting some treatment. On comes Imad Khan, so the alteration being made at scrum half for the Stormers.
You stay.
Oh,
You stay.
Well, any problems of the injury kind to players with a 4 or 5 on their back. Very serious news for the Scarlets at the moment. Max Douglas, I think, feeling that he's got to keep on going.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Square stable. Ball out immediately. Stop. 21, stop.
Blair Murray.
50-22 is on.
Damian Willemse did all he could there, but that was a super kick from the Scarlets fullback. 50-22.
15.
What a kick. Absolute pinpoint accuracy. Willemse doing the best he can to try and get that, but that kick was just too good.
Just because you were dominated, the ball came up immediately. That's the reason why. 12 red, 12. Johnny, substitution. Yes, you. Who's the new captain for Scarlets now, guys?
So Johnny Williams has gone off. Sam Costello is on.
I will ask. Numbers, Scarlets. They say 5. For advantage.
Plumtree having his pocket picked.
Pitch over. Lineups here for Scarlets.
Great execution and movement initially. I think he's going for an out the back door pass. A moment of magic there.
Injury. Time is off.
Want to be
Off. Yeah, but what do we do? We got substitution for injury number 21.
Well, he's not been on that long, Dion Ferry. There he is, the unlikely hero from the World Cup final in Paris last year. Say last year, 2 years ago now, isn't it? Remember him replacing Mngomezulu early on in the final.
Okay.
So Sacha Feinberg-Mngomezulu returns.
15 green.
I think they've got one too many people at the moment out there, haven't they?
Okay.
I think Damian Willemse has been
your
called to the side because Yuri
15
Matir is out
substitution.
there.
Okay, but they say this. Time off.
Yes, they're still doing a bit of a head count out there.
Yes.
I think Ruhan's coming off now, isn't he?
You have the 15 is off.
Yes. This has to stay on because number 6 came off of injury.
Okay, so what's
He's going to be a loose.
you're 7, but who's the replacement for the guys who coming off for the? It could not. 20. You have 23. Okay.
Well, Ruhan, I think, was just coming over to clarify.
That's clear. Time back on. No, still inside.
Oh, the Scarlets need a scrum half. Max Douglas plays the role onto Marnus van der Merwe, who was a stationary target.
Use it.
Oh, that was well picked up by Cummins. On goes Jared Taylor.
Advantage.
It was Dixon who got his hands onto it. And Ellis Mee's going to have to get back to that. Siabelo, Senatla's covering the ground. Ball set up nicely for Blair Murray. He did rather nicely there, but didn't have too much of an angle to work with.
Number
There you
4.
can see, so they actually brought on a fly half who has replaced the back row forward stroke hooker. Also coming on now is Ben Williams for the Scarlets. Oh, I say. Well, Douglas clearly still in some discomfort, so another Scarlets lot moves into the sick bay. Look at the control here from the Stormers. They're 6 or 7 metres out. They're 7 metres away from what is almost certainly a 5th point. There's Feinberg-Mngomezulu, and look at Mattia coming through. And it still might sit up, and it does for Feinberg-Mngomezulu, who gets the score. Well, we may well check this.
Screen foot, so I believe we need to check.
There is a chance of a knock-on.
Timo?
Yes.
We believe the ball comes up for a feet from foot by Green. So we have on-field decision try. Make sure it's knock on by Green over there in the chat. On-field decision try. Make sure it's not knock on.
Well, let's see, one way or another, this should be fairly clear cut.
Yeah, it just comes off his foot.
This is the last one, Federico. The ball is going from the hand to the foot of the Green player, so not a knock-on. Stay with the on-field decision, try.
Back on me, the camera, ready to explain my decision.
So it is going to be the 4th try.
The ball backwards from the hands of Stormers, and that is tap forward from the foot of Stormers players. So it's not knock-on, try stance.
So Sacha Feinberg-Mngomezulu making his first appearance for the Stormers since the quarter-final defeat at Glasgow 5 months ago. Plays his part on his return. Parker Scarlets has fallen eerily silent. And the Stormers, off the upright for the 2nd time tonight.
Yes, although the ball appeared to go forward, it didn't matter because it came off his foot. So obviously you can kick the ball forward in rugby, even if he didn't mean to do that.
Backwards by red.
Here's Blacker. Costello. On to Blacker again. And Willemse's down at the moment, clearly in some discomfort.
Ball is there.
He's back on his feet again, is the Springbok.
On the shoulder. Got the line.
Well, you have to say, Welsh rugby at its lowest ebb. Off the pitch and on it. This is proving very sobering indeed.
Use it.
Blacker chips it through. Oh, it wouldn't sit up there for Costello. And in the end, Senatla helped get the ball into touch via a Scarlet's hand.
You just feel like when Scarlets are attacking, they're looking for one-off moments. They're not able to build anything. You can't see any real structure or any real phase play trying to gain some momentum. They're literally just looking to desperately keep hold of the ball, and then they're just trying a moment, a miracle, a short pass, a tip on, a kick over the top. They really are sort of scrambling for their attack.
Well, it's a big 16 days or so for the Stormers. They move on to Italy after this. They're in Parma to take on Zebra Parma next. That comes up in 8 days' time, and then they move on to Treviso, where they take on Benetton. Good catch there from Mattia. Blair Murray's now hobbling quite badly. There's Costello, who manages to get it into touch. Well, Blair Murray stretching something. I don't know if it's cramp or...
Yeah, I think it's his calf. There you just see as he's tried to accelerate off, his calf's gone.
I'll tell you what, you've got to be careful with calf injuries. Once you've got one of those, it takes an awful lot to get rid of it. Last 12 minutes or so of the match. Stormers leading by 29 points to 0.
Advantage. See, collapsing.
Penalty advantage here to the Stormers. Fenter powering his way forward inside of the 22. Oh, and Feinberg-Mngomezulu drops it, but they were already playing the advantage, so they get another bite.
8.
Starting to see a lot of Scarlets players hobbling around there. It's been a really physical encounter. And when you already consider the Scarlets injury list,
I'll keep it in the pocket anyway.
It's going to be scary times for Scarlets fans watching their players finish off this game. Just hoping everybody comes through fit.
Tane Plumtree there, whose father will be involved in a landmark for Premier Sports tomorrow. Leinster against the Sharks. The 1,000th match broadcast by Premier Sports in the URC. A partnership between the league and Premier Sports, which has been going since 2018, so quite a landmark that. Fenter with the throw.
Over.
Let's see if the Stormers can put the tin hat on it.
Once. No more.
André-Hugo Fenter has it.
Breakaway. Tackle situation.
Driving their way on. Look there at Connor Evans wearing 19. On from Khan. Here's Khan.
Release.
Good little offload coming there from JD Schickerling.
Short.
Just a matter of inches to go here. Khan has it, floats it over the top. Well, they were waiting for it.
Me try to catch.
There's Willemse. Well, we may well be looking here at a deliberate knock-on.
I believe he's really tried to make a catch. Scrum.
Well, the referee says he's happy. He thinks it was a deliberate attempt to catch it.
He was in risky position to make a catch. Let's trust the PMO.
What do you make of this?
I definitely try to catch.
Yeah, that's a definite try to catch that ball, especially when you get two hands to it. I think referees now, if they see just one hand leaning out, they're probably going to penalise that player. But if you can actually get two hands to the ball, like he nearly did, then they usually give him the benefit of the doubt.
Okay, just make sure he's on. Just make sure he's on the side. But I believe yes. Okay, scrum for you, Stormers.
Concerning sight in front of us with Dion Ferry walking up the stairs with his left arm very heavily bandaged.
Both hands going trying to make a catch. Good foot.
Sam O'Connor up against Zach Portham on this side of the scrum.
Bind. Set. Stay up. Elbow pulling
Now
down.
the penalty is quickly taken by Khan, who goes himself and then loses it forward. Oh, I say. Just acknowledging there the replacement scrum half that wasn't perhaps his greatest moment.
On the screen for me, please.
Yeah, very scrappy. Oh,
so
checking something else.
23 is not back at 10 on the goal line, Stefano. Yes, can you put on the screen for me, because I believe it's a cynical act. So looking for a yellow card.
Oh, I say. Just when you think things can't get any worse.
is arriving, Federico.
Yes. So I see cover defender, but the 23 is never 10. So 23 is never back on the goal line. It's cynical act. There is cover defender, so it's not penalty try, but it's going to be, yeah. Just a penalty because they're cover defender.
So Max Page will watch the rest of this match from the sideline.
Scrum. Go.
So the Stormers calling for the scrum.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Square, stable, stay up.
Well, the arm is out.
On the line. Driving up. Scrum again.
Another scrum. Well, the Cape Townians looking to grind the Scarlets into the dirt.
No, they move forward first and then they stand up. Let's go. Crouch! Bind! Set!
Calm with the pudding.
Okay, break, play away.
Off Khan goes, and he scores himself. And the Stormers are into the 30s, and they're inside of 100 points for the season. And when you consider they've only conceded 10 points so far, that is an illustration of just how good the start of the season is going for the men from Cape Town.
And when you consider the frustrations as well that Stormers fans will have with this game, has not been a perfect performance by far. There's been knock-ons, there's been misshapen attack, but still, even a 60% performance from them is utter dominance over another team. Keeping Scarlets to 0 and putting 34 bonus point is pretty good result.
Well, it was a good call there from Imad Khan. Bear in mind, that was the flank which was not defended. Max Page having gone to the sin bin. And Feinberg-Mngomezulu, can he take the Stormers up to 36? Well, the answer's no, but they still have 5 minutes to go through the 100 for the season before they even get on the plane and make their way to Italy. Some fairly long faces there. Marnus van der Merwe has been replaced. Kirby Hill is on.
Careful.
Another player
Tackle.
on a short-term contract as injury cover here at the Scarlets. Bear in mind that Ryan Elias is something of a long-term absentee, having had surgery on his elbow. Another player who's also on the sidelines for quite a while for the Scarlets, Eddie James, who had back surgery during the summer. There's Costello. Roberts with a little step, just gets a couple of metres inside Stormers territory. Plumtree running into a brick wall. Nice carry there from Sam O'Connor. That time it was Ben Williams. There it is for the scrum half. Onto Plumtree once more. A little shimmy, and Yuri Matia drops in, and it's out of the back of the hand, and Siabelo Senatla was not on the same wavelength. Matia knew he didn't have the legs to get to the touchline.
First on one here.
Well, there's a little smile there from Evan Roos. I think somebody's just whispered in his ear that you're the player of the match, fella. It's been quite a good start to the season for him, hasn't it? 4 tries in 3 matches.
Yeah, absolutely. But he's doing the grunt work as well, isn't he? Strong ball carrier. Gives plenty of hustle when he's on the field.
Crouch!
Apart from perfect performance there for John Dobson to consider, which I guess if you're leading by 34 points to in itself is a bit of a positive, there is certainly room for improvement. Plenty of it. Carry forward there from Roberts. That's the halfway line. Last couple of minutes. Costello just looking for something, anything for the Scarlets. So they don't want to be nilled here. The Stormers on the verge of nilling the opposition for the 2nd time in 3 matches.
Tackle!
Ball floated over the top to Ellis. Covering tackle that time coming from Khan.
14 from the side before the contest.
Siabelo Senatla, the player who's been penalised.
I think Ellis has done well in this game. He's had 0 space, but he's always managed to use his footwork, his strength, and gain some metres. I think Scarlets have been forcing that ball out wide a little bit too quickly. There's been no space for the outside backs.
Yeah, Ben Jason Dixon hobbling over on the far side.
He's your player.
Dame Blacker. Costello.
Yeah.
Pride at stake here for the Scarlets. There are no points to be gained in terms of league points. The big duck egg on the scoreboard does not make happy reading.
Offside. Stop before the breakaway. Okay, I stop the play before you break away.
Well, the Scarlets feeling a little bit hard done by there. An explanation coming from the referee to Sam Costello. So we're into the red numbers. The 14-man Scarlets. Can they get something out of the night? Blacker. Oh, the interception. And he's got plenty of support in all directions. Yuri Matia dumped to the turn.
What is left? Still inside. Hook. Correct.
Well, that was well heeled back. Here goes Blair Murray. Well, there are exhausted players all over the pitch. There goes Hawkins.
Use it. Leave it.
Costello getting thumped. What a hit that was from young
Use
Zach
it.
Porthen.
Leave 20 off. No. Use it. No.
Well, the ball goes back. The ball goes into touch. The towel is thrown in by the Scarlets. John Dobson has another 5 points.